against nerds, all right? I'm a fucking nerd. Let's face it, anybody who's doing comedy or whatever is a nerd.
Yeah.
But there's different strata of nerds. You know what I mean?
Well, you done, didn't you do the theater in Greensboro with Steve when Joey put it together? Didn't you, weren't you there?
Yeah.
Now, how was that? Because that was probably mostly college students, wasn't it?
I don't know who it was. I think it was probably was a lot of college students, and that was fucking great, man. Anytime it's a theater, it's so much fun, man. Theaters have definitely been my favorite place of performing. There's just some... Well, first of all, because I like to be a little bit theatrical, you know what I mean? And you obviously can do that more in a theater, you know what I mean? And there's just something about theater that it's kind of... People have to pay attention. You know, it's not just like a loud bar where drinks are going around, blah, blah. Like, they're really paying attention, and I feel like you could really stretch out. You could really perform your jokes.
Yeah. Which
is something I like to do, you know, just because it's fun for me. Not every joke, but certain jokes I really like to perform. And so that's perfect. I love theaters. And that was a great show.
But I think a theater, it makes you feel like, I don't know, when you step foot on a theater, it makes you feel like, hey, I've made it now. Even if you haven't fucking made it. I guess there is something to that, too. It just feels so professional, I think. I don't know what
that was definitely professional because Joey Kirkman fucking runs a professional, he runs a good ship, man. A tight ship. What's the word? He runs some kind of ship that's really good.
I don't know. We just threw a shout out to Joey. He'll love that.
Oh my God, Joey's the best, man. I mean, let me put it this way, man. I feel like the best shows you ever have are the ones where you're treated. Let me put it. This might come across kind of shitty, but like when you're treated like a star.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I don't mean that like I go in someplace, I'm like, hey, you better fucking treat me like a star. But when people treat you like a star and you feel really welcome and you feel, it's like you're just like, wow, like they really want me to be here and you put on a great performance, you know what I mean? Because you feel so comfortable and you feel like, the show, you know what I mean? Like you feel like this is your show and you could do what you want. That's why, like, it seems to me like, at least in my experience, the best clubs I've ever been in or like even bars are where they're like, hey man, you do you know what I mean? Like, we hired you to do what you do to be funny, and that's when I've had the best shows, you know what I mean? Because just because they're saying it doesn't necessarily mean that I'm suddenly getting disgustingly filthy, you know what I mean? I mean, I might, but not necessarily, man. But the point is, I feel totally comfortable there. I feel totally welcome, and I'm not, like, up there thinking about, like, oh, shit, I can't say this. Oh, shit, let me take this joke out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So now you're thinking about something other than having a good time and entertaining the audience, which is what they came to see. They came to see you have a good time entertaining them.
You know what? That's so true. And I don't know, working with Joey, just being Joey's friend in general, I think the way you said that, he makes you feel like a star. He does that on like a daily basis, I think, because he's so nice, but I don't know, just the way Joey is, man, he'll make you feel completely better about yourself, and I don't know.
I mean, Joey's just a good fucking guy. You know what I mean?
I feel like we're sitting here like,
people.
You know.
Well, but I see, if I didn't think he was a good guy, I wouldn't be saying it.
Exactly.
I probably just wouldn't say anything.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? But, I mean, he's just such a sweetheart. I mean, I can't imagine why anyone wouldn't like him.
I know, man.
I mean, does anyone not like him?
I don't know. I don't know personally of anybody who doesn't like him. And if you've ever seen Joey put together a show and you're a comic, I don't know how you couldn't like him, because he puts together a show perfectly when he does it. You know?
Yeah, so with that theater show, I mean, first of all, just like the hotel he put us up in, all right, the fucking, like, we got to the hotel, there's like snacks and shit. I don't even think I ate any of them. I'm just like, holy shit, someone fucking put snacks here?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You get to the theater, it's just like all very professional. There's a green room, there's this, then that. It's just like, you just feel so good that, I mean, it's like I said, man, you feel good. You put on a good show, man. You know what I mean? But when you feel unwelcome, it's like, yeah, it just makes sense, you know? It's like, whenever you show up to a club and they're like, don't do this, don't do that, and they just make you feel like you're expendable, which you very well might be.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean they should make you feel that way. And if they could, but if they make you feel that way, then you're going to give a very expendable performance. How's that?
Well, Joey, I can't wait till Joey opens his own comedy club because it's going to be the best club in North Carolina. I can guarantee that.
Yeah, I bet. And there are clubs like that out there. I've been to them. One of since I'm giving shout outs, one of the most fun weekends I had was at Magooby's in Baltimore, Maryland, where the owner is just so fucking cool. First of all, he seems like he's a funny guy himself, and you could tell that he's like into comedy and he's like a comedy fan. Mm-hmm. And I showed up and first thing I say before I go on stage, I'm like, so is there anything I'm not supposed to do? And he just like looks at me like I'm a fucking idiot, No. He basically said, just don't take your dick out.
It's funny that you mentioned that. Are you watching Last Comic Standing?
I saw the first episode, I think.
Some guy went up there completely naked.
What happened?
Some guy went up there completely naked trying to
yeah.
Did you say you had to take something?
No.
Oh, I thought you told me to hold on just a second.
Oh, no. So what, you mean like for the audition he went up naked?
Yeah, butt-ass naked, man. I don't even know how... I wonder if he does that at open mics. Can you get away with that technically? Isn't that against the law?
It probably is. But, he got on TV, right?
Yeah, that's true. I guess it's worth
it. He got done what he came there to do.
Yeah.
Because I'm assuming he didn't get passed.
No. He didn't even tell a joke. They just made fun of his penis and then sent him off.
Yeah, that's probably what he came there to do. He's like, hey, I show up naked, I'm getting on fucking TV. And, hey, more power to him, man, because I'll tell you one thing, man. I saw that first episode of Last Comic Standing. I watched it on Hulu, and then I went out to some clubs in L.A., and all the fucking comedians who were on that were, like, out of the woodwork, and I don't blame them, man. I was recognizing them. I was like, hey, man, I saw you on TV, you know what I mean? Like, and that's what that's about, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let me put it this way. Like, all these comics fucking make fun of Last Comic Standing, and probably for good reason. But I can't think of one comic, myself included, who wouldn't want to be on there because that exposure is what gets you to the next level.
I know. It's the freaking American Idol of comedy.
Yeah. I don't think anyone's going on there like, oh, my God, I'm going to express my art. I think people are like, hey, man, this is a good way to get seen. And that way I could book more clubs. And, that's, in my mind, that's what it's about. You know what I mean? That's why I want TV credits. Obviously it's cool to be on TV and all that other shit. But in my mind, it's like, oh, shit, I get this credit. Now I can book more clubs. You know what I mean? It's all to serve, the comedy.
One hand washes